What is good, guys? Welcome to day 294 of backtesting every single day. Damn, this light doesn't want to turn on, I don't know why. But let's keep trying and see. Nah. Alright, so as you can see, we're backtesting gold. And it's the one I'm going to be backtesting today is Thursday, the 19th of February 2026. Now, let's see if we can push it all the way to these highs. So going into the breakdown, obviously you can see that the daily was currently displacing higher, and I'm not considering this gap because we have another gap here that's holding and a very clear order block. So price is obviously displacing higher. Now when check the 1 hour gap, I can see that price has been retracing to this huge gap here. 15 minute is pushing higher, 5 minute has inversed this gap. But the reason I don't want to take this entry just yet is because we are going to tap into a 15 minute gap, like as in right now. So yes, this will be a good trade, but I would keep in mind that I would get stopped out in a matter of seconds if the 15 minute opens crazily bearish. So we have to be aggressive with the trailing here. Let's see. Let's see, the 15 minute is already rejecting, so let's see how this one closes. 15 minutes about to close. Few minutes, yeah, closed quite good. We can move to break even now. Yeah, obvious break even. I'd like to see the price displace high the moment I enter. It looks like he wanted to retrace all the way to this. That's why man, these things are kind of manipulated in my, that's why I think they are manipulated, to be honest, because why would it drop around like this? Anyways, it's some forex kind of stuff. But yeah, maybe on the next like 5 minute gap retracement we might take an entry, we never know. 5 minute gap is not getting okay, just got something here. Let's see how the 5 minute closes. 5 and 15 minute close quite bearish, so wouldn't be taking anything here. Let's go to the next day here. Next day open, New York time. Going on the daily time frame, you can see that gold is busy displacing higher. Checking the 4 hour, we are also displacing higher. What are we delivering off of? Well, we still have this gap here, but checking on the daily, well, we're still in the daily gap as well, and the 1 hour is delivering from this huge small gap here with a couple of heavy wicks. So I'd like to see this thing get inversed and then price displaces through like all the way to these highs. My god, this sickness. Okay, so we'll go down to 1 minute time frame and see how price sets up before we can try taking anything else. Right, so let's play this and see. Okay, so 5 minute gap retracement, and you can see that we're rejecting currently, trying to go higher, but we don't have no gap. I mean, I will try to long it, but then we don't have no gap, to be honest. We have nothing, like literally nothing, except it like 30-second burst. But here it looks like price was obviously looking for any reasons to buy, so no entry, but we were obviously displacing higher. And now we're retracing to the 15 minute. Wow, heavy retrace. Then we trace into consequent encroachment of this thing, then we inverse. So this will be a good opportunity to try out longs. Then if it hits here, we move to break even. We're seeing changes still delivery try to print up as well, so just wait and see. You can see take profit gets hit in 2 minutes. Very beautiful displacement, bro. I mean, you can't get any easier, bro. You can't get any easier than this. So it's a very beautiful trade. Now let's put this in some sort of full screen. Okay, let's see how this goes. 15 minute also displaces lower once more. Like to see maybe some liquidity get run before I try anything else. Okay, now we're consolidating inside here, so not bad. Let's go to the next day, and do some analysis. So the daily, how's the daily is currently printing some kind of hammer candle. Checking the 4 hour, we ended up displacing a little bit lower into this discount fair value gap here. Now that's really good because we have also created market structure shift here, so I'd like to see price like retrace into this gap, which it did. So I'd like to see some displacement higher or another deep retracement before we can do anything else. So that's what I'll be waiting for. The price is going quite slow, but yeah, I still have the bullish bias, for which you can see that we tap into the, what's it called, the Asia high gets run. Okay, 15 gaps gets retraced into, and you can see this here and here didn't embrace, so no entry. Let's see how the 15 closes. Yeah, 15 didn't close quite good, so no longs. Maybe we'll wait for the discount one. This one right here. Okay, yeah, let's go to the next day open. Nothing here. So we're still obviously displacing higher. Checking the 4 hour, we are displacing higher as well. Let's see more clarity though, more price action. I mean, tap into this sort of breaker because we were displacing lower and turned into a break block. And as we displace higher, we created a very beautiful 1 hour inversion. So I'd like to see price simply displace like maybe all the way to these highs. This is one good target we have there. We have a 15-minute gap retracement as well. So what is happening here? I mean, price is taking way too long to inverse, so not really a good trade. Let's wait for some sort of like liquidity run, or at least a clear retracement, something that I can actually trade off of. Now I want to check the 4, 3, 2. 2 minutes better, or the 3 minute. Let's see. Alright, we got a very good inversion, and I think we were about to tap into this change in state of delivery. Now, as price retraces, we can enter on the next long and have stops somewhere around here. This will be a good long, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, I got cooked, and then price consolidates. Yeah, not bad. Okay, let's see. 15 minutes is still looking like it could reject, so I'd rather put my stakes on 5 minutes and see if it actually works. Okay, so we get now a 5-minute inversion. I mean, we could have longed quite earlier, like somewhere here, and see price displays like all the way to these highs. But since we waited for a higher time frame kind of conviction type, then we will have to accept the low RR kind of thing. Bro, look at how it edged take profit and bang, take TP hit. Let's go to the next day open. We are obviously displacing higher. Okay, now we retrace into this gap here. 1 hour also retraced into another gap. I mean, we're having some good, quite good movement. We have a small liquidity run here and inversion. So yeah, I think long will be a good play today. Let's see how big is this. 1 point. Okay, let's wait. We're kind of consolidating, but I think this is as we're gonna get tagged out. Obviously, now we retrace lower. 15-minute gap. Like to see continuation higher now, like a I don't know 3-minute inverse or something like that. Let's use the 3 minute. Okay, get a deeper retracement into discount. If we're actually bullish, we should just start displacing her, and by the looks of it we have failed, so we'll be looking for what shorts, unless if this low here gets run before we can get any of that. Okay, 15-minute gap traces higher. 4, 3, 2. Let's see the 3-minute. You can see it takes years to inverse this gap. That's why I'm not quite confident in this one. I wouldn't take this kind of trade. I mean, I'm going to tape read it, but I'm not gonna take this kind of trade because you can see that price is currently very choppy. And Ricardo Martinez says, "Good luck, brother." Thank you, man. Thank you. I do appreciate the the presence of you in this stream. And better you can see that the trade ends up not hitting, so you wouldn't be taking that kind of trade. Now, going on the next day open, New York time, bro. We're going way too fast. Excuse me. Okay. Now at 8:15 the next day, it looks like we're still displacing higher. Checking the 4-hour, we have untapped 4-hour gap. That's the first thing I see. We also have this high here, so this, I'd like to see maybe price that tap into this gap here, then start displacing higher, like deliver from, you know, a POI or something like that. Or we might as well try shorts, like target this low here as well, because price is in a 15-minute gap, so we just have to wait and see which one is more potential. There is a 5-minute. Yeah, there's a 5-minute here. 4, 3. Okay, the 3-minute ends up inversing right here, and we have a liquidity run right there in the 15 minutes. I'd like to see continuation all the way to these lows, and yeah, I don't think this will be a bad trade here. Can target around 1.5 hour kind of thing here. Okay, and the 5-minute is not looking good. Okay, now that the 5-minute has inversed, I think price should just like rip through that low and bang, take profit gets hit with just this one candle. And this is like before 9:30. It's between 8:30 and 9:30. So I'd say this is some sort of like high conviction play kind of trade, because you can see how this 15-minute rejected very beautifully and ended up running all the way to this low here, securing us a 1.5 hour kind of trade. And the win rate is also raising as well, so I think we are kind of doing good. Let's check how the win rate is looking so far. You see the win rate of this has raised to 52%. That's because we're filtering out some stuff and aggressively trailing. So now going on the next day open, New York time, I'm going on the daily time frame. Price is still displacing higher, but we'll see. You might as well card shorts, because nobody thought that yesterday. I also didn't think that we could have caught some shorts, but because of the way price was moving, we ended up getting the shorts anyways. Checking the 4-hour, like the few past hours of price action, you can see this, right? Going on the 1 hour, well, we kind of retraced into premium, I'd say, but we are in some sort of range. You can see this range here. So I think the breakout will happen here, where we are rejecting this 4-hour here, but I'm not trying to predict price or anything like that. Let's just wait and see how price plays out, because that's the first thing. I'm here to, you know, learn it and tape read it, so let's wait and see. So I'd like to see some fractal model print up as well, like retracement into the 5 or the 15-minute gap, you know, where price retraces a little bit higher. Then I will be looking for some shorts, and it fails. Let's see if it will tap like here. That will be good. Alright, that there is what I wanted. 15-minute gap retracement. Now if it rejects aggressively, we will be good. Okay, still a 30-minute gap, so we can still try it out if this 5-minute inverses. 5 minutes taking long to inverse. Anyway, since the 5 minutes is taking way too long to inverse, we just have to wait and see what we can trade off of. Let's end up displacing higher, so I think I'll have to wait for like price to break out, and then I can try taking some trades actually after that. Now we get this kind of retracement into a 5-minute gap. And we get actually a very good inversion on this kind of thing here. I'd like to see price create some sort of change in state here as well. Sorry, bonks, yep. Then take profit will be at this highs here. 1.4R. Damn, we're cooked. Okay, 15-minute gap retracement. Okay, we get some sort of inversion again right here as the 15-minute gap rejects, and it's also a 5-minute gap rejection with a very beautiful liquidity run right here. So I usually think that we might hit this high here. Going for the low hanging fruit, not targeting much, so it will be something like this, and we are gonna have this as our break-even level. Let's go for longs, and bang, looks like we're gonna get stopped up. Price edged the break-even level. Yeah, it's not looking good. So let's go to the next day open, 8:15, exact next day. Daily is displacing higher because we are at all-time highs. We have this beautiful daily high as a daily draw. 15-minute retraced. I mean the 1 hour retraced, now it's pushing higher. So I think we should start seeing some good displacement higher, but after liquidity run. So you can see the 15-minute tapped into this gap here, another small gap here as well. It's a 30-minute gap as well, 1 hour gap as well. So 1 minute and 2 minute kind of inversed here. So I wanted to wait for the 2 minute and it's November 27th. I don't know why price was this droppy here, but it looks like we're gonna tap into this high here. Gonna have like a push all the way to these highs. Let's try out longs. So like 1-to-1 kind of thing. And bang, it's easy 1-to-1 there. Okay, 15-minute gap retracement. Let's see if the 2-minute inverses here for me to try out longs. Okay, so this is another opportunity, but it's really late because to do the 5 minutes, so would be like a 1-to-1 kind of thing, or if we target that daily draw would be close to 2R. Let's wait, and this is where we move to break even. And there it goes, 1.68R locked in. And because I'm kind of risking a big amount, like 5%, we're at 403. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, next day open. I think the next backtest we'll be doing gold. but in 2025. Now the 4 hour is currently displacing higher. 1 hour, let's see the 2 hour though. 2 hour nothing, just this auto block. 1 hour, the auto block as well. I mean, there is no fair value gap, I don't know why, but it's okay. There's a small gap here. Got a small 5-minute gap retracement. Then we get the inversion on the 1 minute. So this will be another time to experiment and maybe move to break even like at this high here, like this, and maybe take it all the way to this high here. So I'm being aggressive on protecting capital instead of not trailing and doing what they say, like believing in your strategy. Well, I do believe in it, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't do like protecting capital and stuff like that. Okay, we closed above the level, break even. Let's wait. And bang, trade hits after how many minutes is this? 19, close to 20 minutes. Very, very beautiful displacement. Here's another potential trade. So you can see that the 4 hour or the daily, I mean the hourly, we started to displace lower. Look at how this candle closed. So we had some bearish confluences. Now the 5-minute retraced into this small gap here, and checking the 1 minute, we are obviously displacing lower, and the 2-minute just burst right here. So you can get an easy 1-to-1 targeting these lows, something like this. Then you get stopped out of break even. That's why you should make the stop at this high and target full 1-to-1. Easy as that. It's just that we were unlucky. We get another 5-minute gap retracement. If we're bearish, then it will not inverse, but you can see since it inversed, it might not go higher. Okay, 4-minute. How's the 5? Okay, 5 as well. It's not looking good. Three. Let's see how the 3-minute closes. 3-minute has just inversed. Now the 5 is retraced higher, and if we're still bearish, we can run all the way to this low. We can try it out with the 3-minute and see if it actually displaces lower. We will be moving break even at this low here. Yeah, we are cooked here. We are so fried. It failed to displace lower. Next day open. It looks like price is now stalling after this huge run, and we might be getting ready for some sort of consolidation in the next couple of days. But if price is continuing to displace higher like this, I think we can find some good trades. We have a very beautiful liquidity run here with inversed, so I think using like these few last candles, and I would anticipate something like retracement into this fair value gap, then expansion higher. Just something easy as that. Let's see if we get a liquidity run like here. Okay, we failed to do so, but since we're still displacing higher and the bias is bullish, then I will be looking for just to enter on the next best retracement. 15-minute gap retracement, and here is, I think I can use the 3-minute here. Okay, 3-minute just inversed right here. You can use the 3 minute, and this is also a change in the state that was retraced. So I'd say this is an high conviction kind of trade, almost a plus, to be honest. 1 to 1 kind of thing, base hit, and we go, and we get stepped out. Insane. We move on. You see that it has failed after running. Well, this is some it has run some London highs, so I think we're going to continue to displace lower. Let's see if we get like a retracement. Try out some shorts. Let's zoom this in. Okay, 2 minute. Let's use a 2 minute and see. 2 minute just in burst, and the 5 minute tapped into this very small gap where you can try out shorts here. Have this and this break even, and we can see we bang straight through it. And let's go to the next day open, New York time. Actually, the 4H consolidating as I had expected. Now 1 hour, there's a very beautiful gap. I think we should break through this one then, because if we have a very beautiful liquidity run and we're displacing higher, I'd like to see these draws here get run. So that's why I'll keep my draw at this Asia high here and wait to see if price displaces higher. So there wasn't no retracement, but maybe on the next one we might try entries. Okay, there's the retracement lower. You can see that we get also a small liquidity run here. Can try longs, stops here and take at this high, or we can take it all the way to the high as well. And you can see that would have banked generation kind of data. I mean generation kind of money. I mean, it's a 3R. Let's see, it will be something like this. Let's see here, we'll move to break even and then wait for the full hit, which let's see also hits this high here as well. So very beautiful movement. 5-minute gap retracement. If we are bullish, we should start rejecting right away. So if we're not, we might be about to get cooked. Yeah, let's go to the next trading day, next day open, New York time. Okay, so we are still in this gap here, daily gap, and we're consolidating. I mean, yes, I expected this kind of movement, because what would you expect after price was moving higher quickly and then it stalls? It's like when you're driving and then you forgot to lock in the clutch and then the car stalls. So it's the same thing. That like gold didn't lock in the clutch and the car was stalling. So I'm looking for price to displace lower. Simply get a 30-minute gap retracement. I think this one should reject and price will start heading lower. Let's wait. Well, checking the 30-minute, we're still rejecting. I failed to run this high here, but I can see that this is a good rejection. 2-minute just closed quite good. I mean, yes, we have a 5-minute here as well. I like to see price fall through it as well. Let's try shorts here. And get stepped out. It's okay, we just have to wait. Now the 30-minute just burst. So what does that show us? Shows us that price is bullish. So now what do? Flip the bias. It's as easy as that. As easy as it gets. Wait for the next 5-minute gap retracement which comes in very aggressive. No way. Okay, 15 gap retracement. Okay, we are rejecting after running this low in a 15-minute gap. So I'd like to see price start displacing higher. Now if I had like a 30-second, I would like directly enter in this long. You can see you get the inversion right here, so let's see if we can hit these highs here. Break even at this high. You can see this is good. And price ends up hitting take profit after years of waiting. I mean, it's not bad. This is a good 15-minute retracement here. And see, this was also another entry here. A very, very beautiful trade. Let's go to the next trading day here. This day open. Right, 15-minute 5. That is a 5. We retraced lower. Has run the slow, but we are still consolidating. I mean, I'd rather wait for a better continuation move here. This retracement, the 5-minute. This small 2-minute here, I mean, it's a very, very small gap. And we're about to create a change in the state of delivery. Bang, trades will take profit right away. So not bad at all, not bad. Let's wait and see how the next Beverly gaps deliver. Okay, 5-minute is about to inverse. Yes, it does. So next 5-minute gap retracement, we might get more longs as well. Then we get this very beautiful inversion. I mean, I would have tried to long it like somewhere here probably, but I'll long it where I'm most confident, like somewhere here. Then maybe move to break even here and just take it an easy 1-to-1 kind of trade. And you can see his take profit in less than 5 minutes. Let's go to the next day open again. Man, we are speed running this. Let's see, daily it's placing higher, very beautiful fair value gap. 4 hour, there's a small gap here, the cold hold, we have a liquidity run. So it's like we are not in any kind of strong POI so far, well, except for that 4 hour bearish gap. So maybe we'll run this higher, then start displacing lower. But since we're some sort of consolidation, I'd like to wait and then trade some sort of like continuation move instead. Okay, get a retracement into the 15-minute. Let's see how price goes. You can see 15-minute ends up rejecting, and then the get a very beautiful inversion right here on the 1 minute. Now you can try shorts and might stop all the way at these highs and see if price can head all the way to Asia low. So yeah, it's a kind of like 1.5 hour trade here. and trade banks take profit. Honestly, I would have had too much emotion in this because look at how it drops, look at how it braces, bro. Imagine if you had trailing drawdown on this stuff, you would get cooked, absolutely farmed. Anyways, this is a good run on this low, so can't complain. Oh god. Alright, let's go to the next trading day. I might find some more opportunities. Let's just wait. And we are so consolidating. Let's wait for the breakout. Oh, right there goes. Right, 5 minute gap retracement. Right, then and after this 15-minute push higher, 5-minute push higher, end up retracing into another fair value gap, and we inverse these two gaps here. And checking the 15, we are obviously look like displacing lower, so I'd like to see these relatively equal lows get spanked. Let's see 5-minute gap, stop all the way at this highs here, then see if price can run like all the way to this low. So 1.3 hour kind of trade, no break even area, no way. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of the time. Okay. Next day open. Clearly displacing higher. We have this gap here. You can see that we are still consolidating as I had predicted. Have a run on these lows here. Failed to run this protected low, so we're still displacing higher. We have a gap here, so I'd like to see price maybe like run all the way to these highs, even though we've been consolidating for the past couple of minutes. I'll see if we can get any entry. Maybe the best thing that could happen is a liquidity run, which happens right away. We get a very beautiful liquidity run. I'd like to see price reverse now, start trading higher kind of manner. Now it took a little bit too long to get inversed, which is why I'm skeptical about this entry. I don't like recoveries that are not V-shaped. So V-shaped recoveries are always the best. Now we can try to target this high here. I have a stop around there for 2.4R. Yeah, you can see that I would expect that because price was extremely slow. Aside from that, we could have moved to break even once the price up into the 15-minute gap. Yeah, but since we didn't get the chance to do so, it's okay. Now let's see if we will reject and go higher. Now checking the 1 minute, we are obviously displacing higher, but then I don't see any entry. Now the 5, how about the 5? Don't get anything. Just get a simple retracement. After this, this gap tries to hold. Okay, then we get a 15-minute gap retracement, and I would like to see it just displace higher. Okay, I mean, price is moving in the most absurd ways though. Yeah, we're gonna trail here. And paying. Take profit gets hit very beautifully for to 1.8R. Going on the next trading day, next day open New York time. If we are continuing to displace higher, you can see we're still consolidating in some sort of manner. Now we have a liquidity run here. How's the 1 hour? Sorry, 1 hour, you can see consolidation, obvious consolidation. But when we zoom in, so you have this gap here, the cold hold, liquidity run. I mean, that would require this gap here to be inversed, but that will take a lot of time. So let's see if we can use, like, first wait for where prices to break through at 8:30, which it consolidates and ends up breaking higher. Let's see if it inverses. Will be great news if it inverses here. Nah, it fails to inverse. Okay, maybe it's a 5-minute gap retracement. It's a 5-minute gap retracement. 2-minute, 1 minute hasn't inversed. We have something like this. I mean, if it inverses with this kind of energy, then this indicates that we might displace least for a full 1-to-1 here, something like this. Damn, okay, crazy. Okay, let's go to the next trading day. Next day open. Okay, so you can see that we're still consolidating. I would like to wait for the breakout in the 4-hour. We are in this big 4-hour gap. 1 hour has some liquidity here. I mean, we could put a few drive to that, especially after this beautiful 15-minute inversion. So let's see if price runs it before anything else could happen. Now the retracement there, 1 minute just inversed as well. 4-3. Okay, not good. I think I will be sticking with longs because this would have been a loss. 5-minute gap retracement, 2-minute, 1 minute inversion here. And yeah, if we're displacing strong enough, we can provide another 1-to-1 kind of situation here and break even at this high. And you can see take profit gets it in 2 minutes, and price stalls for a bit before it continues higher. Alright, there's the 5-minute gap retracement. Okay, I don't think this is bad price action. Obviously price is going to continue and do its thing. Checking the 30-minute, this is a good 30-minute gap retracement. So if you're still bullish, I'd like to see like I don't know, 5-minute inverse. So very beautiful inverse right there. 30 minute is rejecting, so you might target these Asia highs as well. Have longs get in like this, and put my stop somewhere here for a 1.7 hour kind of trade. Now price fails to run this high, that's why I didn't move to break even, but you can see it's a very crazy expansion high, bro. Okay, let's stay open. Price is displacing higher. 1 hour, we already had the retracement. Now checking the 15. We're obviously displacing higher. Gap retracement. I think we would rather wait for something better to show up. Here's the inversion. Now if we try out longs like this, I think we could have a good entry actually, something like this. Yeah, this one's a loss. Price fell displays higher. Now it's melting like crazy. We'll try shorts in the next retracement. It's now also a 15-minute. Two-minute adjusting burst. Okay. I can try shorts like all the way to this low here. 2R gets locked in right away. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes kind of lock in. So this is beautiful. New York AM open. Hour. We have this beautiful gap here, so I'd like to see price simply displays higher if that gap here is to hold. So using like the past few candles of price action, because I trade continuation, so I would rather wait for it to reverse, show the potential to reverse if I try like taking any entries, because as of now I can see that we're in this gap here. Right, so you can see that after this inversion here, 5-minute inversion, and I have a 15-minute that has nothing. This is actually good. We'll move to break even at this hourly high here. We'll be trying longs and then target all the way to these highs and have my stop somewhere around here, 2.72R, and then it gets like that. So that's why consolidations over reversals. Next day, hour, and we're still consolidating. I'd like to see it maybe respect this here, because checking the daily after this huge breakout, we might retrace into this daily gap, then continue higher. So I'm open to all possibilities, but I will obviously react accordingly, because as of now, checking the 15, how's the 15-minute? It's it was bearish right here. The morning is now trying to reverse market rush shift, so obvious indication that in these next few minutes we will potentially be what, bullish. So I wouldn't be looking for longs I mean for shorts unless market starts displacing lower. Let's wait now for the next 5-minute gap retracement, which we get right away. Now we have a 2-minute. I'd like to see this 2-minute inverse. You see that now the 3-minute inverse is right here. This is where you could try out longs, have a stop like cost recroachment there. Kind of like a 1 hour trade, 1.3 hour trade. And bang, it's in less than 6 minutes. So if we're still displacing higher, we might find even more longs, so we just gotta wait and see. 5-minute gap retracement, no gaps to inverse, no nothing. Consolidation, manipulation, right here, so you should start distribution anytime soon. Right here. So you can see that one-to-ones on this kind of situation would get printed. Full one-to-one, yep. So in case we don't have a clear draw, we won't be targeting bigger than 1 hour 15 minute gap retracement. Two, three, four, five. Let's see how this 5 minute reverses. So if this one here is holding, then we should maybe expect this macro to displace all the way to these highs. Yeah, not the best. Let's stay open. Very consolidating. We have this here. -30-minute gap retracement, but then we have a very crazy gap to inverse on the 5 minute. That's why it's not the best movement, to be honest, because even if this thing here inverses, there's a high probability that it will obviously start going higher. Because for example, if it's a 30-minute and there's a 15-minute inverse like here, and like go directly to longs from this. If my stop is to be here, then one-to-ones will be okay. Right, there we go. Break even. You can see 1 hour is the best, bro. I think I'm gonna stick to strictly only New York session. Okay, 4 is kind of consolidating, but we have these other blocks. Maybe these other blocks will hold us bullish, because after, you know, higher high, higher low, higher high should be the next ideal move. So unless market proves us otherwise, we might try out some longs. We get a liquidity run. We are in a very beautiful fair value gap, VG, and we have the liquidity run right here. And checking the 5 minute, we've compressed very beautifully. I mean, this is another opportunity, but this is the one that got presented while we were on the charts. This is the one we will try out, even though, you know, there are chances that we might get stopped out. Now I'd like to see if price heads all the way to these highs here, but my best draws will be like this high here. Okay, that's some good movement so far. We are so close to take profit and paying 4.66 secured right away, bro. This is fire. Wow. Alright. This is great, to be honest. I think we've raised the win rate because I'm taking wins after wins, win after win. Let's see how it looks. 51.94. Have over 1k winning trades. Now I wonder where they will be feeling more than 1k. Damn. Okay. This will be the IFVG here. We can reduce the change in the state of delivery right here. From the gap retracement right there. 1 minute is bursting these gaps here, and we get liquidity run. Man, I think I will be dreaming of this when I sleep because of the way I'm doing it. It's very insane. 1 hour trade cooked. I mean, bro, look at how beautiful this was. I think price is bullish. We won't be doing anything here for shorts. No entry just yet. With a small teeny tiny inversion that could give you longs, but we're very highly volatile in these kinds of markets. Instead of getting stopped out, price ultimately runs to take profit. So not bad. Next day, now checking the 4 hour, we are basically displacing higher. Have a very beautiful gap. Breaking the 1 hour, we are also still displacing higher. Very beautiful gap here. Liquidity run. So if this gap here gets inversed, then it's obvious indication that we are still bullish, and we're still in some ranging markets. That's why I don't want to take anything long term. Just wait for like a 5 or 15 gap retracement to take, longs or shorts. Okay, there's the 5 minute gap retracement and the liquidity run. 2 minute no inversion, and it's very small gap right there. It's take profit right away. Okay, get the retracement lower. Let's see. Haven't inversed just yet. Right, better change the state of delivery. You could have entered earlier, but can also squeeze out a 1-to-1 out of this, something like this. And you get cooked, so it would have been a break even this one here. Reaching the gap retracement, let's see if it rejects and start to go higher. Can do something like this. Okay, 1 hour secured. Not bad. Next day open. As we displace higher now, I think we'll be taking longs as well. Get a 1 hour gap retracement. 15, nothing just yet. 5-minute retracement. Okay, so 15-minute gap retracement now. I'd like to see it start rejecting higher. It's a 5-minute gap. Let's wait. Okay, 5-minute just burst. Now I try longs. We do something like this. If a break of structure forms, then I will be closing the position. No way. Okay, let's do one last day here. Which day is it? 23rd. Bro, we are finishing this stuff. Okay, 4 hours placing higher, bro. But this is 2 months in 1 day. Alright, 15 is placing higher. We're waiting for the next retracement, which you can see that we don't get. It might be about a form like a liquidity run kind of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna wait. Alright, there's the movement, bro. There is the movement. Okay. Okay. Looks like we are wrong about longs, and it really wants to go lower. Minute gap retracement, closes bullish, so it's clear indication the price is probably about to go higher soon. But yeah, at 11 it starts going very slow, so you can't trust that kind of movement. Get a 30-minute gap retracement. Okay, the one if it inverses here, I'll be taking more longs. Playing the 1 hour. Okay, let's go to the next. We'll do the next trading day tomorrow. So shout out to Ricardo Martinez for tuning in into this channel. Have a great time. Stay blessed. Peace.